It's the Diamond K Morning Show here on RadioOnFire.com. New episodes drop daily, 9 a.m. Thank you for joining me. Francis Scott Key, the author of the Star-Spangled Banner. Here in Baltimore, a Francis Scott Key monument was vandalized. Now, Baltimore police are investigating this vandalism. It is a very prominent memorial. The Francis Scott Key Monument is on Utah Place in Bolton Hill, and police were called to the monument at the intersection of Utah Place and West Lanville Street. Yesterday morning, the monument was defaced with red and pink paint, and the phrase "racist anthem" was sprayed at the monument's base. Police are trying to review surveillance footage from buildings around the monument in hopes of finding the suspect. Of course, Francis Scott Key owned as many as 6 slaves, and he was a prominent lawyer of this time period. He set free a few slaves, and he also represented several slaves seeking their freedom in court for free. But he also represented masters seeking the return of runaway slaves. Now, he did publicly criticize slavery's cruelties, so much so that after his death, a newspaper called him the nigger lawyer. But at the same time, he was an anti-abolitionist. So he definitely did not go down as someone who was fighting against the ills of slavery. He was clearly a racist, and he had political aspirations, but several losses in court where he was trying to help other white supremacists and people that were for slavery. He lost a big case, and after he lost this case, it was just kind of like the nail in the coffin for him. He definitely was on the wrong side of history, and quite famously, he penned what became the national anthem of this country, which is the Star-Spangled Banner, and it was from a poem that he wrote back in 1814. He was 35 years old at the time, and aboard a boat, and Fort McHenry was being bombarded, and in the Battle of Baltimore, and we all know that story. But the actual national anthem is a controversial document that it has a lot of racist, white supremacist things in it. The lyrics, and a lot of people not standing for it, not supporting of it. Some people just brainwashed by the fact that it's attached to the country, and just feel that it is what it is, and we just gotta support it no matter what. I would love for the national anthem to be changed to another song, a better song. The seldom sung third verse says this: "No refuge could save the hireling and slave from the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave." Now, clearly, this refers to slaves who fought for the British, and it just goes to show you how deep the racial bigotry, the racial conflict goes. It's ingrained in the national anthem of the country. This has to change, and I'm sure that one day it will change. I don't know if it's going to change in my lifetime, but it definitely has to change. Now, this vandalism is reported 3 weeks after the Christopher Columbus statue in Baltimore City was vandalized, with the suspect vandal posting a video on YouTube. That incident is also under investigation. So Christopher Columbus, Francis Scott Key, figures that America has raised up, which in recent years have really come to be exposed for what they are, and they are bad people. Now, the fact that Francis Scott Key wrote the national anthem, we can get another song. Now, in regards to the vandalism of the property, I do not agree with that. I don't think that that was the right thing to do. However, I understand that many people have become woke to the fact that the Star Spangled Banner is a bad song. It's not a good song. It's not slick. It's not fly. It's not cool. And it should not be the national anthem. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. New episodes of Diamond K Morning Show drop daily, 9 a.m. But you can always go to youtube.com/Diamond K Show Live. Subscribe there. You can also subscribe on radioonfire.com. We have a brand new facility that we will be opening here in Baltimore very soon. I'm very excited about this. I can't wait to unveil it to the masses, as well as our Atlanta facility. Radio on Fire News Network is expanding. Be a part of this. Follow us at Radio on Fire everywhere.